Hobbies and Art, I'm going to show you how to add speech bubbles and text to photos easily using Google Drawings. So let's head over to the waffle up top, and you can click on Drive and let that thing open up. Once you're in Drive, you're going to want to go to New in the top left, and then you're going to click on More, or you're just going to let the rest flip out here, and then you're going to see Google Drawings. That's what we want. It's going to open it up for you immediately, and it will save to your drive as well. So number one, whenever you're working on a project, you want to make sure you've got it titled so that you can find it. So I'm going to just put comic on this one. Your comic will probably have a specific theme to it, so you'll probably want to give it a specific title. Now, for the photo, you're either going to take it or find it. I found this one on pixabay.com. It's a free website where you can find images that don't have any copyright to them. So that's a plus. You're not taking anybody's work that actually cares about it. So once you get your photo in there, you can enlarge it and make it fit the page, or you can, if you click on the page, you can make the page fit the photo. So if your photo is tiny, you probably want to make it bigger. And you can fit it just like that. So if it's a single panel, that's great. If it's if you're going to put multiple panels in here, then you can shrink it down to make them all fit. Now, to kick it off, we want the speech bubble. I'm going to click shapes here, and you can see there's lots of different shapes. Then there's arrows, and there's something they call callouts. And so there's a few shapes, but the speech bubbles and a thought bubble are right here. So you could start with the text, or you could start with the speech bubble. I'm going to go speech bubble first. I'm picking this one with the rounded corners. Once I click on it, I've got this little cross or plus sign, and I can click and drag out the bubble. Perfect. Once I drag a shape out, then you can see it's in this blue box. This blue transformation line is around it, and that just means I can move it and I can transform it. So if I know it's just going to have, I want to move it right here, and then if I want to make it bigger or smaller, I can pull it out from the corners. And this yellow one is special. It controls where the actual speech is coming from. So you could put it anywhere on the page. I'm going to throw it right here in front of her mouth so we know, indicating that she's the one speaking. Now, to adjust this, you can do two things. You can go to fill color, and that's the fill of the inside of the bubble. So if I want her speech to be in in this interesting mauve color, this kind of purplish color, then I can click there. And when I click away, you can see it's got that, and it's got a black outline. So, or what they call it in here is border. So you can color the border as well. Right now it's black. You could change it to whatever you want. You can go over here as well and change how thick the border is. So right now it's pretty skinny. If I go to 12, you can see, boom, you can really see it. It's outlined. And so that's a stylistic choice that you can make. For me, I think I just want to keep it very plain. So I'm going to go back over to border color, and I'm going to say transparent. And all that means is that there's no border. It's just a flat block of color. I like that as my style. Now, the other piece you're going to need to put in here is text. So you can click on the text box right up here. You can drag out the text box. It'll kind of go smaller, but that's okay. You're just going to fill it up. For this one, I'm not going to bore you with too much stuff, so I'm just going to go, hey, exclamation mark, as if she's being affronted. And now I want to adjust the text because this is way too small for what the person's saying, and also for the speech bubble. You'll notice that when I have the transformation box around some text, all this text stuff shows up, the normal things that you'd see in Google Docs. And so if I go to text color, I'm going to change it to a brighter color. I'm going to go white on this, actually. Oops. Now, make sure you select all first, and then we change the color. Let's do that again. Boom. There we go. You can change the font. I'm going to go permanent marker because it seems to fit. And then I want to make it quite a bit bigger. So you can hit the plus sign a bunch of times if you want, or you could just type in, I'm going to type in 40 and see what that looks like. And I think I could still go to 60. So let's do that. Boom. There we go. Nice, bold. If I click away, I can see what it looks like. Anytime, because this is vector, I can actually just move this over So any piece. So if I want to imagine how this thing is going to happen, I can adjust any piece at any time. But this looks perfect right here. So those are all the basics, and I hope you have a great time creating.